ich besser. I am a daydreamer, an introvert. I look at the sky and the trees. I look at the world and at nothing in particular. I tell myself stories. I retell stories in my head that have been told to me. Epic tales, profound discussions, insightful lessons, daring ideas. I tell all of them to myself, all in my head.
All of this is unheard of, never spoken out, never filmed, never drawn onto canvas, never molded into a vase, never resounded a concert hall, never played on a guitar, never self-actualized. All this creative potential transforms into mere phantasm. All this imaginative power just reflects inside the crystal cave of my own mind. And when I die, all that reflected inside this crystal prison dies with me.
Time is ticking. The train of life keeps always going. And if you stay an actionless bystander, you will be nothing but a dreamer. You will remain nothing but a connoisseur, a critic, but never a participant. You will never join the arena of life. It is urgent that you act. From reasoning and thinking alone, nothing was ever accomplished. If you are a daydreamer and if you are creative, it is urgent and maybe the most important thing in your life to offer your creative gift to the world. To create means to actualize your desire. It means you follow your passion. You put yourself on a path that leads you to greater fulfillment. You become one with your ambition. You become one with the very longing of your soul. But to walk that path, you need to get all the obstacles out of the way. You need to make sacrifices and put yourself into discomfort. You need to grow yourself into a tool that is able to craft and work. And beside the struggle of self-mastery and discipline, introverts face another obstacle, which might be even bigger. Daydreamers are daydreamers for a reason. They escape reality. They stay by themselves. They don't say what they think. They think what they think. And that's the point. They only think. The reason they are doing this is fear. There can be no other reason but fear. Because why should you not say what you feel? Why should you not act as you wish? It's the fear of judgment, the fear of being misunderstood, the fear of not being relatable, the fear of not belonging, the fear of looking stupid, the fear of seeming simple-minded, the fear of being average. At some point in your life you have been embarrassed. You have been harshly rejected for some idea that you had. You shared yourself with your surroundings. You tried to articulate an idea, or you had some sort of plan that you wanted to realize, and you told it freely and carelessly. Young and naive as you were, You were believing that people would be accepting and as excited as you are about it. But they weren't. They laughed about you, loudly and wholeheartedly. They laughed about your pure, naive intentions. You acted from a place of love and passion, without calculus. And they laughed about the very piece of heart that you decided to share. You shared a personal, vulnerable thing about yourself, and they burst out and revile. You felt great shame. You felt like you're the only idiot on earth. You felt otherworldly stupid. You felt so embarrassed that it hurt. You felt so embarrassed it felt like fear. You wanted to disappear into the ground, buried 6 feet, and never come to light again. And that's exactly what you did. You didn't bury your body, but you buried your imagination and your dreams into the depth of the crystal prison that is your own mind, where all your ideas reflect. It became your main method of procrastination. It is your last hiding place when you feel uncomfortable. That's why you became an introvert. To daydream became your habit. It became your default method of escapism. You flee into your imagination as soon as any form of pain or discomfort arises. So you just daydream and accept your mediocre life. You endure your life because there's always your imagination where you can escape to. You even tell yourself that one day you are going to change. One day you are going to do this and that. You are going to live your dreams. But just thinking about it makes you feel good. And so it is enough to keep you satisfied. You stay in the state where you can endure your mediocre life because you escape into the fantastic world of your imagination. You get depressed sometimes because your way of living lacks fulfillment. But it's not bad enough to get you to change. Your logical brain knows you should do something. Your rational mind actually knows what would be the right steps for you. But your cozy habits glue you to the comfortable but meaningless place where you are right now. If you would actually do something, it would hurt. It would destroy your imaginative self-image. Because in real life, you probably suck much more than you suck in your imagination. And if you actually do something, you might find out that it will be not as perfect and as easy as you imagined it to be. Your work will probably suck, and people think you're a fool will probably be right. At least at first. So you don't do anything at all. Because you are scared of the judgment of people, and you are scared that you are in reality just a loser with no talent. But this is the biggest mistake. Instead of being your authentic self, you have created a fake personality that caters to the will of society. You play a passive role just to be accepted and to keep up the appearance that you are talented. If you are an introvert, I claim that this is the main problem in your life, the main reason for all the self-hatred and dissatisfaction that you have. It is you denying yourself. It is you suppressing yourself, silencing yourself. People that don't express themselves, that don't share their inner world, are the loneliest people on earth. If you speak to people only from behind a polite persona, always agreeing and never polarizing, you don't participate in life. You are denying your true self to come out. You are crafting a gap between your inner self and the outer world. Every introvert needs to fight his fear. He needs to help his ideas to break out of his prison of secludedness. You have to free the rays of light from the crystal prison that is your own mind. You are afraid to share yourself, hesitant to speak lightly from your tongue what sleeps deep inside your heart, afraid of what people might think. They might label you crazy. They might think you're a weirdo. You might be outcast to the borders of society, where you will die as a loser, a delusional. But if you never speak out, if you never share yourself, you die as a nobody. Nobody will ever have known you. Nobody will ever have been influenced by you. If you never speak out, you will never be worth spoken of. Are you afraid of mediocrity? Afraid that your creation will be just no good? Are you afraid that your ambition is bigger than your talent? Are you afraid that you might be exposed as a daydreamer who thinks bigger of himself than he actually is? Are you afraid that people might find out that you're just an average Joe without any special abilities? Or even worse, is it possible that you yourself learn that you are in fact just mediocre and lack any kind of speciality that is unique to you? Then do it! Expose yourself! Tell the world the truth and tell yourself the truth. Tell them that you are just an average Joe, but at least tell them. Don't just keep your fraudulent facade in hopes that your passiveness might get surrounded by an aura of mystery, that your absence might be romanticized as an unsolvable enigma that no one ever figured out. Nobody cares that much about you that he will interpret some features into your personality like you yourself would do. People only reason and wonder about people who participate in life, who cross their ways and minds, who speak out and make themselves heard. Unless you put yourself out into this world, you are already dead. As long as you live only in your own mind, you are dead to the outside world. You have to give birth to yourself. You have to put yourself into existence. Put your work into existence. Put your product into existence. Unless you do that, you are dead. Already dead. Never lived. Never lived. Like so many people, they wandered the earth, busy thinking about their place in society, thinking about the image in other people's eyes. So busy that they never lived. Their whole life they were busy. Busy to satisfy somebody, satisfy their parents, satisfy their spouse, their friends, trying to please everybody, please the culture, please the norms, please the bosses, please the cool guy or the cool girl in the group. So busy that they never gave birth to themselves. Go on a trip alone, far away from your home. Wander alone and you will get to know who you are. You will forget all the pleasing and you will realize that you are somebody. You will realize that you will have to actualize yourself to live. You will realize that you will have to do something in order to truly live. Enter the arena, enter the battlefield, leave the spectator seats. You will get hit, you will probably be beaten up, but you will be a hero. Win or loss, you will be the talk of the crowds. You will become the stuff of legends. You will become a protagonist in the tales and myths that people tell. You will roam amongst a very exquisite circle of people. You will roam amongst doers, creators, crafters. You will leave the death of the Hades and enter the Olymp. You will shoot with lightning bolts from atop a mountain. You will shoot rays of light down to earth. Those same rays of light that would otherwise have reflected only inside the crystal cave that is your own mind.